Hi, I'm Mr. Gown. And I'm Mr. Gown. And I'm Mr. Gown. And I'm Mr. Gown. And I'm Mr. Gown. Yo soy Maestro Gown.
And we're Mr. Gown.
And I'm Mr. Gown.
And I am not Mr. Gown.
Anyway, I'm the orchestra teacher at school this year. To tell you quickly about myself, I'm a musician. This is my 5th year as an orchestra teacher with LAUSD. I love soccer. And I can't wait to learn and create with all of you. There are 6 instruments offered to play in the orchestra, and on the Google application, on the Google form that you'll submit to me, you'll indicate your first, second, and third choice instrument. There's a place for you to write that on the form. I'll do my best to give everybody their first choice, but if you don't get your first choice, you may get your second and third choice. Know that even if you submit the application on time, you may not get in the orchestra because there's only 65 instruments at the whole school, and there's many more students than 65. Orchestra is only offered for 3rd through 5th grade, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students, but there's more of you than there are instruments. So if you don't get in, hopefully we'll get you in next year. For students who played in the orchestra last year, there's a place on the form for you to indicate that and say which instrument you played. If you want to switch instruments this year, I may not have the flexibility to do that because of the nature of the world right now with quarantine and instruments, and I may give you the same instrument you played last year. Just know that. Also, if you have an instrument at home, mark that on the sheet. If it's one of the 6 instruments offered, that may be a good thing because that may be able to help you get in the orchestra. Here are the 6 instruments that we offer. The flute. The clarinet. Trumpet. The trombone. Those first 4 instruments are all wind instruments. We use our air to play them. And the next 2 are string instruments. The violin. And the 6th instrument is the cello. Here's a video of the famous cellist Yo-Yo Ma playing when Barack Obama was inaugurated as president. So those are the 6 instruments that we offer in the orchestra: flute, clarinet, trumpet, trombone, violin, and cello. And remember, on your application to mark which one is your first, your second, and your third choice, there's a place to do that you'll see on the form. And before I let you go, I just have two very important pieces of information to let you know. Number one, if you are selected to play in the orchestra, it will be your responsibility to take very, 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 very good care of the instrument. Amazingly, it's free to play in the orchestra. You don't have to pay for your instrument. The school district provides it for free to you. It's amazing. But if the instrument gets lost or stolen or broken or something, God forbid, like that, guess who's responsible? Yeah, you're going to have to pay for it. So we'll talk all about how to take care of it. That's number one. Number two is if you're in the orchestra, it's additional extra work that you're going to have to do. In addition to being in your Zoom classes and in your classrooms and doing all your other schoolwork with your regular teachers, you'll also have to come once a week to orchestra class, and we'll meet on Zoom until school is back in session. And I'll be on Schoolology too, and we'll have stuff that we'll talk about and do and play and everything. And you'll have the extra responsibility of practicing a little bit every single day. It doesn't make sense to be in the orchestra and not to practice. You won't make any improvement at all. So you'll have to commit to spending about a little bit of extra time, maybe 15 minutes every day practicing, like this. We'll see you soon.